Okay, so this is maybe you've read Martin Aitmer's new blog about how he is trying to incorporate wrestling in jiu-jitsu, and I think it's a great concept that I've been thinking a lot about since he talked about it at the summer camp 6 months ago, and he showed a few things that I use, and there's some other things that didn't really fit my game, but I kind of tried to make my own thing out of it from the concepts that he's teaching, and this is what I use the most from the guard, at least. So it's absolutely nothing advanced or new in it about it. It's just what I actually really can use in sparring. So basically, what I'm trying to do is first of all, to do any of these setups, Kari needs to have the right posture, the right position, and the position that I like to use to set up these sweeps and/or takedowns, which it is a seated guard. So the first drill is the most important, which is first thing we need to look at is what his posture should be to be able to do this. So first of all, he wants to keep me at 6 o'clock, of course. He doesn't want me to get an angle on him where I can start to put pressure on his guard. So the first thing is kind of obvious. He wants to kind of follow me around like this. And the next thing is he wants to keep his head in front of his butt. But more importantly, I like to think about it to keep the butt behind the head, because it's much more difficult to try and push the head forward than it is to just move the hips back a bit. So he wants to keep his back off the mat, and to do that he just needs to move his hips back a little bit. And sometimes if I get too close, he can kind of post a bit on my knee and just move his hips back. So he needs to keep his hips behind his head at all times. And the next thing is that he wants to keep his back straight, of course, and he wants to keep at least one foot in, like this. So if he sits with both feet forward, like this, it's going to be very difficult for him to attack this way, because his feet are kind of in the way. But if he has at least one foot in, like this, it's going to be much more easy for him to go forward and pick up my leg and do a takedown from there. And from here, and this is more important with the gi than without the gi, is he cannot allow me to have any grip. So whenever I get any grip on him, he needs to strip it off. So it needs to be like I cannot control anything. If I grab his pants or I have any kind of control with him, then it's going to be very difficult for him to sit up. So as soon as I grab anything, he's going to peel it off. And I think the easiest way to do it from this position is you just use the back of his elbow and then just pull it off this way, and then that's it. So he's always going to fight the grips off. And without the gi, it's more about I can't really grab his legs without the gi, but it's more about grabbing the ankle. So as soon as I grab the ankle, he's going to try and peel it off right away, or he's at least going to hand fight so I don't get down there. Yeah, exactly. So so he doesn't allow me to grab anything from here. And of course the head, I mean, I shouldn't be able to just get his head like this. So he's going to keep all my grips off at all times. So that's his posture. And the first, the most important thing from here is just to drill this. So basically, he's going to try and keep the posture. I'm just going to try and put him on his back. I'm going to try and get an angle. I'm going to try and grip his pants. I'm going to try and lift his heel, all this stuff, and he's just going to try and keep his posture. And this will be the main part of a class if this was a class. So the drill, just really quick, is going to look something like this. that's it basically. And I would do that for maybe if you have a 1 hour class, you could probably spend 20-30 minutes just working on controlling that posture. So as he obtains this posture, that's where he can really start to get the sweeps. But if he doesn't keep the posture, then the sweeps are going to be impossible unless he can do it in a split second where he has it. So from here, I fight the posture, I fight the grips, I keep my butt back, I keep my feet in. Sometimes I'm going to have to take both feet in like this, just to keep him away. But what I really want is I want this position to set up my takedown. And basically I have two things I do, depending on what's most available. If his feet are in the front, like if his foot is closer to me, that's when I attack this leg. And this is both when he's standing up or sitting down. So if he's sitting down, maybe it's like this, and his foot is close to me, and then that's when I can attack this leg. And the other thing is if his hands are closer, like maybe his feet are a little back, and he's more like hand fighting from this, then it's a different scenario, because now I can't just go for the legs because his hands are in the way. So I have to do something else. So basically, number one, if his feet are available, that's when I go for the single leg, always. So it's just a good basic move. What I do from here is I keep my posture, I make sure he doesn't have any grips, and when I find the right time, what I do is I take this front foot and I put it back just a little bit. And from here, I can kind of rock forward like this. So front foot back and just rock forward. And what I want to try and do is catch his heel with the back of my elbow. I don't want to catch it with the hand, which I'm going to have to do sometimes, but this I don't have too much control of him, and he can kind of easily just reset his foot out, just turn away and pull it out. But instead, if I grab it with the back of my elbow and I kind of pin the foot in, and then I use my head too, it's going to be much more difficult for him to take that foot out. I have a much better grip on it. So I'm like this, I find the right time, I have the distance, my head is in front of my hips, and I have a straight back and my head is up, and he doesn't have any grips. I go 1, 2. And as soon as I grab this, I have the option to take him down from standing, which is a basic low single. But what I like the most is to stand up, because right now he has weight on 2 feet and I'm on my knees. So he's kind of having an advantage here. So what I want to do is I want to stand up instead, because then I stand on 2 feet and he's on 1. So that's to my advantage. And what I do to stand up, I could kind of just try and stand up like this, but there's too much weight on the foot, so I can't just stand up and lift it all the way. So what I do is I just lift it just a millimeter from the mat, and then I start to press forward, so he's going to start and try and regain his balance on his left leg. And then it's going to be much easier to stand up. So I just lift it a little bit, like this, and then I start to run into it, like this, and stand up. Because when he's jumping on that leg, then there's absolutely no weight on this one, and it's going to be easy to pick it up. And when I stand up like this, see the situation now? I stand on 2 and he stands on 1, so this is kind of obvious that this position is to my advantage. And from here you can do whatever single leg finish you like to do. I like to grab it like this and go high, and then whatever from here. This way or this way or this way. Doesn't really matter. The point is that I put myself in the perfect position to take him down. Again, this, keep the distance, go, lift, and push forward, and stand up. And now from here, just take him down, and it's 2 points for a sweep or takedown. And I do the exact same if he sits down. There's no difference. Maybe he'll sit down in a more of a combat base here, like this. And if the foot is available, I just go like this. And again, lift, and just press forward. And if I can stand up a bit, then I have really good base to put him on his back. And that's really all I need to get the sweep, is just to put him on his back. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the arm drag. And so if his feet are not available like this, I can't just go that far and his arms are in the way. I have to work the arms first. And what I do from here is basic hand fighting, like this, and we're going to fight a bit for the grip. And I'm just going to try and keep my position. And the grip I want is my basic grip for arm drag. I want to keep both palms facing away from my front leg. So I'm going to try and get this grip just for a split second. And as I have this grip, I put this foot out. I put this foot out, and at the same time, I go to the arm like this. So I sit, I get the grip on the wrist, and then I go like this in one motion here. And from here, I do two things. I pull the arm, so two things happen. I'm going to pull his weight forward, and I'm going to pull myself up like this. And as soon as I'm here, this is the perfect position for a double leg. So I just grab the legs and just press forward like this. So basically imagine that we were standing up, and I in some magic way could make him fall forward like this, all the way forward, and I could go like this, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, go. I have a pretty good chance that I'm going to take him down. So I just use the jiu-jitsu to set up a good position for wrestling him down. So again, I have the position, I get the grip, palms facing away, I go like this, and then I pull myself up and pull him forward. And then I just grab both knees and run right into it. And I think this one works even better if he sits down, because then he has much less chance to sprawl. So again, hand fight, keep his grip off all the time. Get the grip like this, arm drag, and just sit up. And now I have the position to just, basically I don't have to worry about it. It's going to be a nice looking double leg. I'm just going to go right into it like this, and it's going to be 2 points for the takedown. Okay. So at least that's my take on using some wrestling for the jiu-jitsu guard, and I think it's a great concept. Wrestling is a much proven system for putting people on their back, so why not take advantage of that?